which is easier, English or Japanese?
英語だけのスクールに行きたいってすごく言ってたよね。なんか、みんなが話してること自体にあんまりよく思わないことか嫌だなっていうような言葉をかける子もいるかもしれないから。
Hello everyone!
Hello!
We are back! Now, it's almost 1 year since Mina started elementary school. So, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to look back on how her year was.
ミーナが小学校に上がるときに小1の壁っていうのをいろいろ聞いていて、英語の話す量が極端に減ってしまうんじゃないかっていうのと、そもそも英語を話さなくなるんじゃないかっていうのをすごい心配していました。
It is a big adjustment going from kindergarten or daycare up to elementary school, where they have a lot more responsibilities, routines, they have to get used to a new environment, and they encounter a more demanding curriculum. And for Mina, she also has the added difficulty of trying to balance bilingualism, where she mostly speaks English at home and now being in a school where it's entirely in Japanese. So I actually sat down with Mina to ask her some questions. Please check it out. Okay, so Mina, you're almost done with the first grade.
Yeah.
So I want to look back and talk about how your first year at elementary school was. I want to know which is easier, English or Japanese?
The talking is English. The reading, writing is the Japanese.
Now that makes sense. We speak a lot at home, but maybe you do more reading and writing in school, right?
Yeah.
But it's not that you don't study English either,
Yeah.
right? Every day you have to do lots of English homework. Can you tell everyone what kind of homework you have every single day?
Tagaki.
This is a really nice workbook because Mina has to write a bunch of sentences and she can use her own ideas. And the vocabulary that this teaches has a lot to do with things that Japanese kids would say or write. But that's not all.
This is my English homework. My dad always visit my dad.
So she can study lots of different subjects in English. So thank you very much for trying hard every single day. I agree with Mina. Her English speaking has definitely improved. She's very fluent in that language. I was worried that her English skills would go down, but actually it's flourishing.
英語をキープとか上げつつも日本語力もすごく伸びてきたから。
It's because we make her do a lot of homework.
あとは結構放課後を持ってるのが、家では子供たちはみんな英語だよね。
That's right.
ミーナとテイトはもちろん英語で話してるし、ミーナがライリンに話しかけるのも全部英語だから、家の中で必ず英語っていうのがもうすごく定着してるのはすごいいいかなと思う。
That's really helpful, right? It's not just me doing the English talking. Mina and Teito are also contributing a lot. And that's one of the things that I was really worried about. Because siblings usually resort to the primary language, which would be Japanese in our case. But so far it's been all English at home.
でも多分一番はなんかミーナ自身が英語を話すこと自体はすごく好きで、話せることにプラウドに思ってるし、嬉しいとか楽しいとかそういう経験をたくさんしてきてるから、それがすごい大きいかなって思う。
That's true. And I actually had a chance to ask her about that. So let's watch her response. When do you feel glad that you can speak English?
When my cousins came and visit to us. And then when we're hanging out together, we always speak English.
Yeah, because your cousins speak German, but they also speak English. You speak Japanese, but you also speak English. So luckily, they were able to communicate and have a great time together. Anything else?
Yes, I have another thing. When I start something new, the first time they will hear me talking with my parents. We speak English, so I think the other people will hear us, so I feel proud.
That's great. I bet everyone's very surprised. Like, whoa, Mina, you can speak English so fluently? You should be proud of that.
And then what is fluently?
Fluently means like smoothly. So. And in your elementary school, has there been any mean classmates who make fun of you because you speak English?
So far, no people is, making fun of my English talking.
That's good. So you can say so far, so good.
Everyone is asking like, what is Cameron English like that or something? It's the opposite.
Oh, so everyone's curious and they're asking you questions about it.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's good. That's good. But just to give you a warning, as kids get older, they might get meaner. So that's something to keep in mind, right? But you should never feel ashamed of it. You should be very proud of the fact that you can speak English. And mommy and daddy are very proud of you. It was so nice having the cousins visit. Up until then, we've been looking for friends that Mina can interact with in English. And having the cousins visit gave her so many opportunities to use English, to communicate. And not only that, they were able to have some cross-cultural exchanges. And pretty soon, we're traveling abroad. So that will also be a great opportunity for her to test her English skills. And Yuka, you're going to test your English skills too.
できるかな
You can do it. And I was really surprised to hear that Mina was so proud of her English and she wants to show it off in front of her friends.
友達に英語を聞かれてるとかっても言ってたけど、なんか周りの友達自体がみんなが英語を喋ることを自分のことみたいに結構プラウドに思ってくれてて、それもすごいいい環境だよね。今のところは特に問題もない。ただまあこれからもっとこう年齢を重ねていったりとか大人になっていくとみんなが話してること自体にあんまりよく思わない子とか嫌だなっていうような言葉をかける子もいるかもしれないから。
Oh yeah, it's inevitable.
だからそういう風になる前にとか、なった時どういう風に対応するかとかどうやって親がみんなのケアをしていくかっていうのを前もって考えとかないといけないよね。実際にミーナの外国人の友達で一つ上なんだけど小学校に行った時に英語しかその子は喋れなくって結構嫌な思いはしたらしくって、もう次会った時には全く英語を喋らなくなっちゃってた。だからそういう風なことももしかしたら起こりうるかもしれないっていうことはやっぱり考えないといけないよね。
When she first started elementary school, she was saying she wanted to go to an all-English school, right?
確かにもう学校行きたくないっていう時期が結構あって、それは英語を喋ることに対して何か言われてるわけじゃなくってミーナ自身がうまく日本語の返しができないって感じてて、それでなんかすごくフラストレーションしてたんだよね。
Because other kids her age, they had many years of practice talking back to their parents. And Mina never had that because she did that in English.
そうで特に一番すごく困ったのが人が傷つくような言葉とかミーナだけに対してじゃないかもしれないけどやっぱりすごい悪い言葉を聞いてきてこうやって嫌なこと言われた時に反論できないっていうのがすごくストレスだったみたい。
But that was mostly in the first term. And then from the second term, things started to get better, I think.
確かにね。彼女の中で多分どういう風に返したらいいかっていうのもだんだん学んできたんだろうし、あとはなんかこう気持ちの切り替え方みたいなのも、成長として学んできたから今はすごい楽しいって言ってるもんね。
Nice.
友達の関係づくりにやっぱり言語ってすごい大事だからそこでやっぱり一つ最初踏み込むのにちょっと時間がかかったかなっていうのはある。行き始めてすぐの頃とかは英語だけのスクールに行きたいってすごく言ってたよね。なんか今の学校じゃなくて英語を話す友達がいるところに行きたいっていうのをすごく言ってたんだけど、でも実際ここでもし違うところに転校させるってなったらそっちに行ったらみんなすごい楽だと思う絶対。楽だし自分をすごく出せると思うけど本当にそれをしちゃっていいのかなこの段階でっていうのはすごく考えて2人で。
Yeah. And for as long as she's going to live in Japan, I want her Japanese to be good. And so being in a Japanese public school is important for Mina down the line.
その時に出した答えとしてはもうちょっとここで頑張ろうっていうことを話してたし、ただこれから先もっとみんなが成長していって日本語も英語ももっと吸収していった先にやっぱり英語を使う学校に行きたいとかもっとこっちに進みたいみたいなのが出てきた時にそれがもしポジティブな話だったらやっぱりそこでもう一回真剣に話すべきだよね。
Because I would like for her to exercise her critical thinking skills and become even more expressive and be able to debate stuff like that. And I think international schools are great for that.
そういうチャンスがあればみんなにも与えてあげたいなっていうのは常に思ってる。
If we can afford it. Okay, so I also asked Mina about her goals for second grade. So please check it out. Now, as you move up to second grade, do you have any goals?
My second grade, I want to learn more English. There's some words I still don't know, so I want to learn all of it so I can speak nicely.
Sure. So you want to expand your vocabulary. And one of the best ways to do that is to read more. And so this is definitely going to help increase your vocabulary. These stories are really fun too.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a great goal. How does it feel when we sometimes speak in Japanese?
I feel like weird because most of the time we always speak English to each other. So when you speak Japanese to me, it's mostly when you're frustrated. Those times I feel like that.
Yeah. It's usually just one or two words that I say in Japanese, right?
Yeah.
But Mina and I have never had an extended conversation in Japanese.
Yeah.
That would just feel too weird.
Yeah. I feel like, is this the always that I have? Like that
Yeah.
I always feel.
It's like fake daddy, right? Yeah. That's okay. Let's keep it up. Let's keep talking in English. Yeah, it'll be good for you. But I'm sorry when I get angry at you. I'll try not to use Japanese. I'll yell at you in English.
And then you also talk so much in Japanese with mommy.
I know. I'm sorry. Do you understand what we're saying?
Kind of.
You're always listening?
Yeah.
Oh, sneaky. Well, I'll try to be careful around you guys. Not just for you, but for Tato and Riley too. Okay, well, thank you for your time today. Back to you, Mommy and Daddy. Until last year, Mina would always say, "Hey, speak in English."
はい。
Recently, she stopped saying that. Now that she's more clever, she'll just sit there and kind of absorb everything that we're talking about and use it to her advantage sometimes.
英語をいっぱい使わないといけないね、やっぱり。二人の間で。頑張る。私が。一個少し気になるのが、ミーナにやっぱり難しい日本語の使い分けみたいなのもちょっとずつ入れていかないと、これから困っていくと思うんだよね。だからそれをどうやって線引きするかだよね。
And for my own personal experience, like Omi never taught me English.
そうだよね。
Right? But like I said in the video, it's mostly from books. And of course, talking with my friends. And she's going to have both of those opportunities.
確かに。だからミーナ本読むのすごい好きだから、日本語の本もたくさん読ませればいいよね、やっぱり。
Okay, so now it's time for today's English. Today's English piece of advice is get used to.
Get used to.
Yes. And in Japanese, we say 慣
慣れ
れる.
る。
So, for example, she's starting to get used to elementary school life.
慣れてきたってことね。
That's right.
はいはいはい。
Or, I've gotten used to wearing a mask in public places.
はい。もうすぐつけなくてよくなるけどね。
But that's not all. We can also use the expression get the hang of. And that also means 慣れる or コツをつかむ. So for example, I'm playing video games and I could say, I'm starting to get the hang of it. Or I'm starting to get the hang of the controls. Or we can say, she's finally gotten the hang of playing the piano.
おお、ミーナじゃん。
Yeah. And there's one other expression related to 慣れる, and that's get into the swing of things.
長い。
So for example, after a few weeks on the job, I'm starting to get into the swing of things.
スイングオブスイング。
This is a very natural expression.
調子に乗ってくるってこと。
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I'm feeling it. It's a little bit long, but try it out.
I will try to get the hang of it.
Nice.
口が動かない。全然 hang of it じゃないじゃん。
So our little Mina, my pride and joy, she is so busy every single day,
はい。
right? She has to do piano, she goes to swimming lessons, she recently entered a musical, and she's even started learning sign language recently. And as parents, we want to let her pursue whatever she's interested in. And what I want her to understand is that English does not define who she is. It's a big part of her life, but the thing that makes Mina so great is her kindness and her considerations for other and her loving nature. And so we hope that that will continue to grow as she grows older.
結果的にはみんなの小1の壁はうまく家族で乗り越えられたのかなっていうふうに思ってるけど、あとはみんなも多分次の壁がやってくると思う。
Wait, so there's a 小2の壁 and a 小3の壁 and a 小4の壁
Maybe.
Oh no
そううちはまあこのスタイルでとりあえずもうちょっと続けるつもりだし、英語はもちろんその日常にしていきたいと思ってるから、まあそれを踏まえて生活の一部としてね、取り入れていきたいなと思ってる。
And we'll keep you posted on that. So, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you
Next time!
Bye!